9 things I learned in 2023. First, Happy New Year, everyone. I am so excited. I love the new year. I love the idea of just a fresh start. I love the idea of setting big goals. But before I do any of that for 2024, I like to reflect on what has happened in 2023. So I put together a list for myself. And as I was starting to write down some things that I've learned this year, I thought you might be interested to hear how I've grown and maybe use some of these mistakes, these failures, these lessons to shortcut next year for yourself. Okay. So first, I am really happy with 2023. I think we gave it our all. We had tremendous growth. I am so grateful. But oh man, with that big of growth came a lot of challenges and a lot of learning opportunities. So number one, this was intentionally picked as number one. I learned to slow down and just do things better. I am fast. I am quick. I love taking action fast. But let me tell you, I like results more than I like being fast. And the slower I was, the more intentional I became, the better I got at those things. And I really started to get better at rinsing and repeating. And I started to see like what that would look like when I did it. I really do believe the way to 10 million, which is our goal next year. For me, it's to slow down and to just do things better. We have 2 funnels that are bestseller, which is well-oiled operations. We have 2 funnels that sell it. And one of our funnels, we just kept head down, digging in. We doubled our show up rate literally in a week, which doubled our consults, which doubled our sales. Like that was just one way of split testing and really dialing it in 1 week. Okay. So same funnel, just do it better and better and better. And it has been hard to stay put and just keep doing the same thing. But that discipline is really, I'm getting the rewards of it. And it's been really fun. Number 2, we can only build our company as fast as we can build our team. Okay. The good news is we're really good at hiring. We're pretty good at that. Okay. The bad news is we're very particular. We do not settle. We are looking for the best of the best. We are only accepting A players. And it really comes down to the faster we can hire and train and ramp up the team, the faster we will grow. And we leaned in heavily this year to creating better systems at getting our team ramped up faster. Okay. That was huge and something that we were missing. Maybe we could ramp somebody up in 90 days. Now we're trying to ramp them up in 6 weeks. How do we ramp them up in just 30 days, right? What can we do to get them to go faster? So we're also letting people go faster, which sounds so mean. I know. I swear I'm not that mean, but there's nothing nice about letting somebody stay that you know isn't going to last. How many of you have somebody on the team that you're like, oh, she's going to be gone in X, right? When we know that, we already are letting people go. So we have fired quite a few people within 30 days of working for us, just knowing you're not on track to where you need to be for this role. It's just not going to serve them or us to pretend like they're a good fit. Number 3. Oh, this is a big one. Sometimes we can get away with C- work. And sometimes we can accept nothing but A+ all the extra credit we can get. This was something a mentor told me this year that hit hard because I would never have believed that a year ago. And he said, there are some things that don't need to be even close to perfect. And there are some things that you need to be as perfect as possible, right? As thorough as possible, because if you drop the ball, it could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Now, that doesn't give me an excuse to go slow, right? If anything, it makes me get things out faster so I can get the data more accurately. So where can you get away with C- work? And where do you need to be A++++ plus all that extra credit? Number 4, really start to enjoy the journey now. And it hit me because I had felt like 2023 was a moment where I had said, we did it. We made it. Like we're here. Like it felt like such a jump, right? It feels like we are like a grown up business right now. But at the same time, even though I'm here, I'm not there. I really quickly realized this is not over anytime soon, meaning like I'm not crossing the finish line and I'm done. It's just, oh, wow, there's another level and then a level above that level and above that level. And I really had to realize if I don't start to enjoy what is going on right now, I'm never going to get to this like imaginary there. And I'm going to really regret it later. And I think 2023 was the year for me where I said, let's start enjoying our money a little bit more. Let's start enjoying our time a little bit more, right? Let's not work all the time. Let's not spend our money because we're saving it for a rainy day or we're saving. I'm like, we can still be responsible. We can still be present with the kids and we can be intentional with our time and money as well. And somebody said to me on a training recently, is it fun where you're at? Is it not stressful anymore when you're at that level? And I laughed out loud because I'm like, first, I am not stressed about like making payroll. I'm not like, we have a very healthy profit margin. We have a very large cash reserve for the business. I feel really secure financially. However, oh my goodness, there's things I don't know how to do yet. I don't know what it's going to take to hit 10 million. And there's stresses that come with that, right? So that's why I'm saying if I don't figure out how to enjoy this right this second, I'm never going to be happy. I'm always going to be chasing that next big thing. And I don't want to chase, right? I've been working 21 years in business. I really need to slow down and start to find my new norm. And I think we did a pretty good job. I say we, my husband and I think we did a pretty good job of that this year. Number 5. Now, if you're watching this, you're like, why is she in a different outfit? And it is because my lawyer said, do not put number 5 in there yet. Okay. So number 5 is not to ignore the warning signs. I can't tell you what that means yet. However, I will get through something in 2024 and I'm going to come back and tell you everything I learned from something that happened. So I wish I could share more, but not quite yet. Number 6 actually has to do with it. And number 6 is letting go of the small stuff so you can focus on the bigger stuff. So coming soon, more details on that. Let's jump to number 7. Number 7, this is a big one too. They're all big, okay? Number 7, I'm still making stupid mistakes. Oh my goodness, I thought I would have outgrown it by now. 21 years in, like what in the world? Balls are still being dropped. If I'm overstretched, right? If I'm stretched too thin, I have made some mistakes this year where I was like, man, we did such a good job. We brought in so much money. We lost a lot of money by dumb mistakes and broken links and email automation set up wrong and me trying to do way more than I probably should have. And it's going to happen if I don't let go more and more as we grow. Okay. Number 8, the bigger we get, the more I need to stay close to our customer. So I don't want to step away to the point where I don't know you anymore and I don't know what you're struggling with. So this was a big one where I learned this from Dave Ramsey. Is Dave Ramsey still talks to his customer, I think like a couple hours a day on his live radio show. And that is something I want to continue to do of like staying inside of Well Oiled, staying inside of Powerhouse, watching, I audit the sales calls and I learn about these potential clients and what their biggest fears are, and what they struggle with and all of that, right? Staying close to my customer is going to help me in marketing, in the product, in fulfillment, in all of that. So that is a big thing where I feel myself getting bigger and bigger in the org chart, but I really want to stay close to my people, my community. Okay. So number 9, the last one, pushing and stretching yourself to hit quick goals is only temporary gain. This is probably my proudest accomplishment of 2023. I could have pushed harder at the end of the year to make more money. I could have brought in a few extra $100,000 or maybe even an extra $1 million. And I controlled myself and I had discipline to say, I'm not in a hurry. It's not about crushing 2023. It's about long-term goals and sustainability, right? The long-term gain. So there were a few things I could have squeezed in, like I almost squeezed in another like mini launch in December. And I was like, nope, we're not ready. We want to clean it up, reorganize, do some things. I would rather push it to January. And that is the disciplined Stacy I have yet to see up until 2023. Usually I'm like squeezing every dollar I can and what can I do and how can I make it better? And this year I just felt calm and at peace. And I was like, it's coming, like no big deal. I like that side of me. And I am excited to really continue to focus on that big picture. All right. I hope you enjoyed my 9 takeaways. I hope there's a learning lesson in there for you as well. So you can just learn from my mistakes and not do it the hard way. All right. Take me on social media. If you've got another big takeaway from 2023, I want to hear about it. Go find me on Instagram at Stacy Tuschl. And I can't wait to see what your biggest lesson was in 2023.